All right, hello and welcome. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to create a course sales page. All right, now this is going to be maybe a little bit more advanced, so feel free to pause the video and follow along. Now, I have already made all of the templates. I've made everything you're going to need. It's just going to be some implementation. So just, make sure you pause it, make sure you just take your time, follow along, and remember, rule one, if you blow something up, don't panic. All right, there's undo buttons. We can always figure it out. So with that, we're going to create course sales pages. Now, this is what we're going to be doing with the course platform moving forward. We're going to be creating a sales page for every course. Okay, so now what does that look like? Let me go ahead and share my screen with you. And I'm going to show you, share my screen. There we go. Okay, so what's the course I just did? Here we go. I'm going to pull it up. So this is a sales page I just made, and I'm going to, oh, come on, and I am going to show you the process when I can get it to pull up here. What is this? Evangelism training course. Can I copy that? There we go. All right, let's come over here. Let's see if I can't just get that to pull up here. Okay, so here's an example of a course sales page. Now, the only thing I believe I have left to do in this one is to actually put a real video in here. This is a placeholder for a different one. But you can see evangelism training course. And then as we scroll down, it's going to be saying, in this case, this is a free, in the free account, get my free account. And it's going to have all this information on what's in the course, okay? And these right now, don't have a ton of stuff in them, but it does say how long these videos are. And so what we're going to be doing is basically working from a template, which I'll show you how to get to. And then you're going to be filling in this information, which we can do with AI. And I will show you how to do that as well. And you'll see here, access free online ministry courses. This is now saying, hey, look, there's other ones. This one is obviously the evangelism training one. And so here you'll see evangelism training, how to share the gospel. That's this one. And now I did link this in here. So the link is now, well, it should be in there. And then here's our plans. And then of course they can see they get the free course. That also needs to be updated because there's like 6 in there now. But either way, here's the instructor, that guy, and then what ministry leaders are saying, and then call to action at the bottom. Okay, now I have been refining this for a couple days now so that you guys can take it and use it, and you're going to be familiar. I mean, once you use this enough times, you'll know how to design one yourself. But all of that said, let's get started. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to scroll down, and we're going to have a sales page for our 5-day ministry growth Bible study. That's what I believe we're going to do in this video. And we're going to start with the free courses, and then we're going to move to the paid courses later. Okay, now what I want to kind of show you briefly as we get started here is, firstly, when we're talking about, I guess, why are we making these sales pages? Well, we want to get people into the program for starters. That makes sense. But when we have a blog topic cluster, and if we're looking, okay, and we've talked about topic clusters. If you're not familiar with topic clusters, go watch the SEO trainings. Okay, here are all the little mini blogs. And then here is the big blog. So let's say we have a 12,000 word article, which is huge, on church marketing. And then we have a bunch of sub posts about social media marketing and, marketing this way and marketing that way. And they all feed into the big one. And then what happens? That big one should feed into a sales page, at least one. Now, what we have now is marketing services, and that's fine. We're going to keep that, but we're also, so in this case, we have maybe 2, and it's like, hey, if you want marketing services, this is our service page. And then this would be the course sales page. So those both have an SP, sales page, service page. Okay. So if it's like, hey, if you want to see the full course and you want access to 10 hours of digital, or 100 hours or whatever it is, then on the back end, okay, this is what we're doing, because all of these point here, pointing into the big article, making a drag net on Google, creating a, free traffic. And obviously we've got a lot of free traffic right now in ClickMill through SEO. Lord willing, that stays for a long time. And then what are we doing? We're passing it up to the sales page, which is what you're making for the course, saying, hey, if you love this, we've got something even better on the back end. Sign up right now. Okay, so that's the strategy for the sales pages. Now, are we still offering marketing services? Yeah, absolutely. And we'll offer the marketing services in the courses at the end and, you know, throughout the articles if they're looking for that. Okay, so coming over here, this is what we're going to do on the back end of ClickMill. We're going to go to pages. When you're in the pages, you're just going to click add new page. So that's step one. Click pages, add new page. And now you're going to be in a new page and you're going to title that page. Okay, so I'm going to call this, what did I call that last one? Course. Okay, so basically we're just going to take the keyword of the training and then put course at the end. And that's just going to be the sales page is the over. Oh, it's basically just the overview page. So we're going to say ministry growth Bible study course. Okay, because we're selling the course. Okay. And we're just going to come over here and we're just going to say ministry growth is the keyword. It really doesn't matter. Okay, the slug is what matters. And I'm just going to put in ministry growth course. Okay, the keywords are, that's actually incorrect. The keywords are going to matter. And I do need to point out a specific with this one. In the case with this one, you can see evangelism training. When we have gone over to SEMrush and I looked up evangelism training, you'll see we do have search volume. Whoa, wait for it. There we go. Evangelism training, 320 searches a month, 29 difficulty. So this is going to rank organically. We want this. And there's a number of other keywords that I've kind of laced in there. Now, what do? When we go do that keyword research, we're going to come over to the keyword plan. Is this it? That's not it. That's not it. There we go. And you'll see evangelism training 320. So this is the focus keyword, and this is for the blog. So you'll see course keywords down here in the ClickMill content strategy. And then you'll see for this one, this is all evangelism course keywords. So it's evangelism training, which is 320, how to share the gospel, which has 1,000. And then the rest of these I use as LSI or additional keywords on the page. Okay. So when we're doing the keyword research, you're going to come into SEMrush and you're going to do lots of keyword research to see if there's anybody actually searching for this, whether it's a course or a training or whatever it is. And if we don't have keywords for it, then that's okay. It's not the end of the world. We just want to make sure we have a sales page for it anyway. And now that's kind of what the case is with this, because you'll see evangelism training. That is, and I'm going to update these, the wordage, the verbiage on this, but in this case, ministry growth Bible study, it's not really a keyword for that. And so, and I've looked around for this and we'll say, maybe ministry growth, and I'm being very careful not to say church growth because that cuts out nonprofits, that cuts out businesses that are ministries like ClickMill. And that's going to cut out a lot of people interested that are already on the site. So ministry growth, I mean, even that really is quite small. If I remember correctly here, we'll find out. Yeah, see, ministry, yeah, it's not even a keyword. So yeah, ministry growth is down here with 20. So ministry growth, anything after that isn't really going to be anything. But we could say, church growth versus could be like, that could be something. And maybe we play it that way. Bible verses on church growth, but it's not even about a course. So it's a little bit difficult. Now, what we'll do is we'll say, hey, get your free ministry growth Bible study course, and we can put that in the articles where there's already thousands of people, and that's going to be effective enough. But so in this case, I'm not really going to keyword target this one, but we're going to try to keyword target all of them. Okay. So in this case, I'm not terribly concerned, but the slug is going to be ministry growth course. Okay. So we've got ministry growth course here. So I have keyword targeted the slug or the URL. Now, we are in some pages, we say, no, we don't want search engines to crawl. In this case, yes, we want search engines to crawl. Okay. Now, are we going to show up for it? Probably not. Not with this one. The effective evangelism page, probably so, because it's well keyword targeted. But we'll go ahead and allow it to happen, and maybe we optimize later. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to hit Control to open a new tab, edit with Elementor. Okay. Save as draft first, excuse me. There we go. And now we're waiting for Elementor here. Okay, so this is going to open Elementor. Now you're going to go, so you'll notice there's nothing here. And we've obviously have this whole big page. Now I've already designed the template for you, and I have optimized it for tablet and mobile and responsive and everything else. And you're going to come, you're going to come to down here to the little white box, and you're going to go to the folder. In the folder, you're going to go to My Templates. And then here, you're going to go to Course. Just type in Course. Well, I guess we'll type in Course. Now, there's a few of them. When you look, there'll only be one, but it will be this top one right here, Course Sales Page Template. And you can see, it's March 29th. And like I said, I've been updating this for you. And we're going to go to Insert and Apply. And that's going to apply all the settings from the page, so you don't have to go through and do it yourself. Okay, now it's going to look crazy when it goes in, and then it should automatically scale it here. There we go. Okay, great. So now what are we going to do? Well, we're going to put our keyword targeted course title. Now, again, in this case, we don't really have a keyword. Okay, so we're not going to, get overly crazy about it here. Okay, so we're going to say 5-day ministry, MIN, ministry growth Bible study. All right, now this is what we're going to do from this point. Now you can see this is already really, really well outlined. This is one of the free courses. Okay, and you can obviously just check the back end with courses and figure out what's free and what's not. Now we've got to customize the page. We've got to customize the information and the lessons and all this stuff. So now how are we going to do this? Okay, well, we're going to do this by, by having AI write the course description for us. Now, most of the stuff we aren't really going to need to change, but we do need to change the course specific information. What you'll learn in the Bible study, in the ministry growth Bible study. What you'll, that's good. Lovely grammar. That's mine. Okay. So now what we're going to do then is we're going to open another tab. Oh, and I don't have the website pulled up anymore. Okay, so we've already looked at that. We're probably going to leave that open just so we can reference it. Oh, I have it in another tab. All right, so we're going to come back over here, clickmill.co/courses. All right, now we're going to go, click.co. How about ClickMill? Is that not a website? Gosh, we should buy that. Click.co, not click.com. Okay, clickmill.co. Okay, and now look, here's our ministry growth Bible study. And so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lessons here. Okay, access all ministry training courses. Cool. But it looks access all ministry training. I'm trying to think about that ministry training. Oh yeah, that's the sign up. We don't really need to include that, but find your sheep, meet their need, shepherd understanding, call your sheep. Okay, so this is actually going to make for a very easy video because we have an introduction, dive deep into the heart of ministry, exploring strategies. Okay, so what do we have? We've got day 1, day 2. So this just happens to be in the template. This is what one of our interns had just filled out, helping originally making the template. And then I went in. Sophie, great job of making the template. I went in and just tweaked some things. So it's already in here. So we've already sort of customized these. Day 4, dive deep into Jesus, approach to ministry, ecclesia, not building, but as a community call. Okay, so this is, specific to this. Now this time is not correct. It's a 39-minute video. Okay, that makes sense. All right. So now how are we going to customize the next part? Course requirements, it's entry level. Anybody can take this. Okay, now the course description, though, we do need a custom course description. So this is what we're going to do. Now you can do this in ChatGPT, and I'll make sure I make the files available for this. Now, for whatever reason, ChatGPT in the last 3 days has decided it does not like me anymore, and it will not let me use it because apparently I'm suspicious in some way. I have suspicious activity, which I guess entails using ChatGPT. Anyway, so here's what we're going to do, and you don't need to worry about any of this. I am going to take this. Okay, now we're going to start a new chat. Now, I will include the prompt here as well, and then whenever ChatGPT decides it wants to stop doing whatever it's doing, I'll just make an agent for this, and then I'll add instructions on that as well. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put the prompt in here. You are the world's best Christian SEO course sales copy writer. Your goal is to help me write an inspiring course sales page for capital A. I don't know why that is. A course titled. Okay, now we need to, update this. So I'm going to say 5-day ministry growth Bible study. Now I don't have a subtitle for that, and it's going to need one. So we're going to say maybe like this, titled, and then I'm going to say subtitle, discover the 5 steps Jesus used to grow his following, grow his flock, we'll go with following. All right. So that's pretty good. All right. Subtitle. Oh, there we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, now it says step 1. I want you to read your document. Okay, so what are we gonna do? We're gonna add the document, come in here. Now I went in to Udemy and I just copy and pasted some really high profile courses with like 200,000 participants because obviously they're selling really well. And said, here's a basic format. And I gave it like 5 examples. And I gave it the freedom to write. Okay, well, we'll see here. So step 1, if you want to read your document, I want you to read your document with the course sales page examples. And I want you to write sales copy following the same basic outline as you find in the document examples. And we'll say documents. I'm still tweaking this documents. Okay. Examples. If you know of something that will inspire the reader to sign up, that is more effective. It's smarter than people writing stuff at this point. So I want it to have some creative freedom. You can make alterations as you need. Step 2, use the summaries of each lesson below, which we're going to get, to write custom sales copy. Step 3, incorporate the keywords evangelism training. Okay, so see, here we're going to go with, and this is kind of it. We want to incorporate the keywords, but we really don't have that. So we're just going to go with ministry growth, and we're just going to cut the rest out here. At a 1% keyword density in the sales copy, begin writing. Okay, now we're pretty much done with this prompt already. That was all the customizing we had to do. Now, what we want to then do is come into the course here, and we're going to copy the information that we already have right here. Okay, and we're just going to copy this. Already got some super awesome commenters in there. And then I'm going to come back over to here, and I'm going to say course information. Okay. And then I'm just going to right click, and I don't want the paste as plain text. Whoa. Okay. All right. So it's going to add that apparently as an additional sort of document almost. So we're going to go to day 2. And I'm going to go to overview. Copy this, come back over, paste as plain text. Okay, so it's organizing it in its own AI sort of way. Come down here, right here. Okay. And, you know, structuring this is not terribly important. It's going to know what this means. So don't feel like, you know, you got to worry too much about it. Just get the information in. And then only the course. You don't have to do like the sales page and, you know, sign up for the paid program. You need to do any of that. Just get the course notes and content here. We're going to go here, paste as plain text. Now, I will just let you guys know, at least right now, Claude is a little bit smarter than ChatGPT. It's fairly noticeably smarter. I don't expect that that will stay that case for long, but for now it is. Okay, paste as plain text. There we go. And now we're going to go ahead and hit enter, and it is going to create for us a sales page, sales copy. Okay, now again, we want to read this. We want to make sure it makes sense so that we're actually, you know, doing stuff that makes sense. Okay, so here we go. Okay, unlock the secrets of ministry growth. Oh, see, that's pretty good. What is this? Day 5. I don't like unlock the secrets of ministry growth. I don't feel like ministry leaders are really going to. It's 5-day ministry growth Bible study. That's fine because it's a Bible study. Discover the 5 steps. Okay, that's okay. All right. Are you looking to grow your ministry and reach more people with the gospel? Do you feel like you're spinning your wheels, trying every strategy under the sun, but still not seeing the results you desire? A little weird. What if I told you that the key to unlocking explosive ministry growth lies in the very steps that Jesus himself used to grow his following? So that's solid. Ministry leaders are going to love that. I think generally people will love that too. Introducing the 5-day ministry growth Bible study, a transformative course that will revolutionize the way you approach ministry. Through a deep dive into scripture, you'll uncover the 5 essential steps that Jesus used to attract massive crowds and create a movement that changed the world. That's pretty good. I like that. In this powerful study, you'll discover how to identify and reach your specific target audience, like Jesus did with the lost sheep of Israel. The importance of meeting people where they are, both physically and spiritually, and how to create a welcoming, okay, great. How to masterfully transition from meeting physical needs, the art of crafting compelling calls to action. Yeah, I mean, this is just the 5 steps. That's great. But that's not all. When you actually really like that because it's the 5 steps, but it doesn't just really tell you exactly what it is. It's enough that you wouldn't really know unless you had further explanation. So I like that. But that's not all. I love that. When you enroll the 5-day ministry group, you also receive downloadable worksheets for each day of the study. Great insider tips and strategies for conducting effective market research, creating target market campaigns. Okay, see, this is great. A supportive community of like-minded ministry leaders. Yep. Imagine the impact you could have if you're able to reach more people, meet their deepest needs, and lead them to a life-changing relationship with Jesus. Okay, don't waste another day struggling to grow your ministry on your own. See, this is getting a little bit more into ministry growth. Oh, it's a ministry growth Bible study. Of course it is. I'm sorry, my brain's stuck in the evangelism. That makes perfect sense. Invest in yourself and your calling. 5-day ministry. Your congregation, your community, and the world are waiting for. Oh, that's good. Okay. Here's what others have to say about this course. The study was a game changer for our ministry. We've seen a 50%. Oh, wow. Minister Sarah London. I never realized how much Jesus methods. Where do we get these? I don't know if these are real. Okay, I'm probably going to take these out because firstly, I don't think I've ever heard these. David Sidney. The worksheets and community support have been invaluable in helping me apply these principles in my UK. I'm so grateful for this resource. If that's real, cool, we're going to leave it in, but that seems a little fake. This is why we read it. Don't miss out on this opportunity to take your ministry to the next level. Enroll now. Okay, great. That's super convincing. Remember the key. Okay, and the button, we already have buttons, so we don't need this. You guys can take that out if it gives you one of those. Remember that the key ministry growth is found in the very steps that Jesus modeled for us. By following in his footsteps and applying these timeless principles, you too can experience the abundant harvest that he promised. Ooh, I love that. I'll see you in the course. Brett, this will probably be me since I'm teaching the course, but if you teach a course, you can put your name in it. P.S. Okay, we don't have a registration close. So, and I probably am not even going to, yeah, I'll put my name. Okay, so we're going to go ahead. We're just going to copy this. This is pretty good. And then what are we going to do? We're going to come in here, and I am just going to go ahead and I'm going to paste as plain text. Don't forget that. Paste as plain text, because if you don't, you're going to get a bunch of crazy like black background, white text craziness. So we're just going to paste as plain text. Now, enroll now. We're going to skip that. We're taking that out there. I'll see you in the course. Brett. Henderson. We'll go with that, I guess. Okay. Unlock. Okay. Now, we already know the subtitle, so we don't need to have that in there. That's at the top of the page. Okay, so we're going to take that out. We're going to go back up, and then we're going to subtitle it. We know the title. We know the subtitle. Wow. Okay, that turned into a lot, and I'm not exactly sure what happened there. There we go. Okay, so I just took the whole block. Discover the 5 steps Jesus used to grow his following. 5-day ministry growth Bible study. Okay, cool. So we've got that. Now all we have to do is just come through and format. So we're going to come back into here. And one thing, let's see if I can do this way. Okay, it's not going to let me do that. Sometimes that happens. And this powerful study you'll discover, we're going to bold that. Actually, I'm going to make that a header 3. This is a good header 3. This powerful study you'll discover. Great. Introducing 5-day ministry transformation. Now, I'm probably going to break this up a little bit because, again, this is a little heavy. So we're going to kind of formatting that we've discussed in how to write blogs. And you'll see we're really relying on that pretty heavily here. Okay, this, we need to space that out. Maybe I can, let's see. Okay. Yep, so we're breaking these out here and both and how to, okay. You'll discover. Okay, and here's what I'm gonna do here. I'm just gonna put some little dashes. You'll notice I am putting, and what I'm doing to do this, I'm doing Shift Enter, and that's actually not right. There we go. One single enter. There we go. And that's going to break it up just so people can kind of see the gaps there. And go backwards. Make sure that spacing's even. There we go. All right. Now, here we go. This right here, I got to make sure to bring that out. When you enroll, you'll also receive. Okay, so we're going to go here, and we'll probably make that a header 3 as well. There we go. Make sure. So I want to make sure this right here. Oh, interesting. Okay, that's paragraph and that's header 3. Okay, so that's fine. Just making sure I'm not turning the whole article into this. See, yeah, see, this did happen. So that's kind of what I thought could happen here. No, this is normal text. Paragraph. There we go. Included in this powerful study, you'll discover. So we did that. Coming down. Okay, here we go. You'll also receive. Paragraph, that is a header 3. So yeah, probably best to work within the editor over here, you know, and you can make this bigger too if you need. Okay, so I'm going to go, you'll also receive, where did that go? And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bold that. So that looks a little bit better, I think. Okay, now we're going to keep coming down, downloadable resources. Now here's how I'm doing this. I'm just going to hit that delete button, bring it up a line, and then drop it down a line. And that's going to even it out. I know you guys will be able to figure that one out, and I'm just going to do that for each one of these. A supportive community, cool. Okay, something about another is the end of the line, one another, there we go. And then there's the next one. And I think that's it. Okay, so it says, don't waste another day struggling. Here's what others are saying about this course. I don't know if that's true, and I'm just going to remove it because we already have other testimonials down at the bottom. I don't think we have people saying that. Okay, don't miss out. Remember the key to, okay, I'll see you in the course. Cool. So that's a really good description. Great. And, who's this for? I would be very interested in a couple brief things on who is this for. Now, I'm going to give it 2 instructions at the same time. So firstly, okay, here we go. Try it this way. Okay, so I'm going up to the top for what you're going to learn. Claude has less messages, so I try to pack more into each message. Okay. Okay, now I want you to do 2 things for me. Okay. 1, look at the what you will learn section example below and create me 12. I just happen to know that's 12. 12 things, 12, we'll say skills. I like that. Skills the user will learn in this course. And be sure they are each 5 words or less. So it's very short. And then what you will learn. And I'm going to make sure it knows that's an example. Okay. So it knows, clearly communicating with it. Okay. Now going down to the next one, coming over here. Here we go. Now the other thing that we want it to do is course requirements. Doesn't have course requirements. What was the other thing? There's something else. Includes course. Oh yes, who this is for. Okay. 2, I want you to write a short bulleted section describing 5 types of people the course is for. It should follow the format below. BELO. Okay. Now we're giving it a single shot output so that you guys know, so it will know this is how I want it done. Who is this? Who is this course? It's probably even better to say, is this course right for me? Is this course ministry? Is this course right for me? Okay, so that's going to be the headline there. That's going to be like the header 3 probably we'll put on it, or maybe just big. This course is for you if you if you ... and then we're going to say if you ... and then if you ... and remember we're giving it, this is a single shot output. Why is it a single shot? Because this is 1 outline for 1 section. So we're showing it. I want it just like this. Okay. Now, here we go. We're going to hit go, and it's going to go ahead and create both of those for us at the same time. Okay. Okay, so here we go. What you will learn: identify your specific target audience, meet people where they are, address felt needs effectively, transition from physical to spiritual, crafting compelling calls to action, conduct effective market research, create targeted marketing campaigns, leverage the power of reciprocity. Okay, this is great. These are exactly what we're looking for. So I'm going to take these and I'm going to copy that and I'm going to bring it right over in here. And we're just going to paste that in. And now, oh, now I've got to enter all of them. Okay. So I could have told it, put a return on each line, but that's okay. There we go. Okay, so let's go up and look and make sure. Yeah, so I actually am going to go with one column. I'd recommend you do two. I don't know why that selected two, but that's better. Okay, what we're going to learn, awesome. Now I'm going to go back in and I'm going to grab this course is for you if, here we go. Okay, now this is going to come out bulleted. So I'm going to go ahead and paste as plain text because I don't want the bullets in there. It messes up the formatting on here. So okay, now right here, I'm going to hit enter. Okay, I don't think it did that. And I got to go back over here. There we go. Something, last word is that right there. Okay. Enter. Okay. Is this course right for me? Again, all caps on that title. And we're going to do our enter. And then after we do enter, we're going to go ahead and header 3 this. Otherwise, you get the header 3 underneath too. And I'm going to bold that. Okay, is this course? Okay. This course is this course was created for you if you then enter, boom. And now I'm going to just back up and I'm going to take these bullets out. Like I said, that messes up the formatting. Okay. And then we're going to go here and I'm just going to put a little dash on the front of each of these. Again, just kind of breaking it up a little bit and helping them know each of these are actually a different idea. And then to show that this is the end, again, just formatting down here, I'm probably going to go ahead and add. And this is going to be a little bit custom for you. So just, feel comfortable. We can review if you're wanting that. Okay. And then we'll say, get your free account today. Claim your free account today. There we go. And we're going to we'll go ahead and make that a header 3. Bold it. And I'm going to go ahead. Yeah, we'll leave that there. That looks good. Okay. So there we go. So we've got that customized. This doesn't really need to change. These just happen to be what they need to be. And also explore the switch filter. Okay, good. So this is all accurate. And then up here, I do need to change those time frames, but this is accurate. Instructor stays the same. Now, if it's a paid course, we are going to have to put a different button in here. And that button, you can actually go and you can copy the link off the home page. And maybe in the template, I'll actually put the button in the template. And so you'll have to delete it. But you'll see in the template, it'll say get full access, I believe is what the get full access. There it is. Okay, I'm going to show it to you. And so here you'll see on the screen, I'll add this button because it does have a specific link in there that you need to send them over to. And this isn't just loading right, but I'll put this button in the template. So then if it's a paid course, you'll be able to put the button get full access and then put the subscription plan price. Okay. So you will, if this is a paid course, you're going to have to do some, finagling with the price and the button. But as long as you're doing one of the free courses, it's going to be pretty much identical. And yes, we have over 10,000 right now. So that's cool. Okay, now this right here, we've got this weird gap on the bottom. This is a little bit of web design training. Okay, so what I'm going to do, Neil, welcome. I'm just finishing up a brief training for the team. Okay, here, I'm going to go to the course. That's oh my gosh, what is this? Column. You'll see the 2 column thing right here. I'm going to click on that. You can see it right click and it says edit column. Okay, now I'm going to scroll to the bottom of the column right here. And I'm going to click on the advanced tab and the bottom here. See this? I'm going to go and increase. Why does that make it decrease? I have no idea. But we're going to tighten that up, kind of customize that to the page. Everything else should be good to go. And this is all where it needs to be. This looks really nice. Get full access. There you go. There's your button right there. So if you do have a paid course, you're going to need to right click on this button and you're going to come to copy like this. If this is a paid course, and you're going to come up here instead of this button and you're going to need to paste, which went down here. There it is. Okay. And then you're just going to grab the little pencil, move it up to wherever. So you'll need to make 2 of them. And we're going to go ahead and do that. And then we'll come here and we'll just delete this button. Okay. Now this is a free course, so I'm not going to do that. All right. So there we go. So yeah, down here you have the get the full course, and that does have the correct link in it. And so now we have a fully developed course sales page for the 5-day ministry growth Bible study. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to publish it. We've already done the link and the URL and all that good stuff. Okay. So there we have it. And we're going to copy, or excuse me, I'm going to view it and make sure it shows up here. And I'm actually going to delete all this stuff in the URL. So it's not a preview page. It's actually the live page. And here we are. And so it's live. So we have a ministry growth course. Okay, now I'm going to copy that. And I'm actually going to come. There we go. Okay, so we're all published. And that is how you create the training course. Now, one of the ways this is going to be helpful, and this is just the kind of final part here. For example, on clickmel.co, the homepage, actually, I already have it pulled up over here. When we're on that homepage and we're scrolling down, I'm going to need to oh, you know what? That's why. There we go. That's still weird. All right. We come up here and what do we have? We have our free courses, 5-day ministry growth Bible study. I'm going to come right here and I'm going to drop that new link in. So now if people are looking at the services and they want to go, oh, well, what's this about? Then it goes to a whole page on how amazing that one course is. So I'm going to click that button. I'm going to put the link in there. I'm also going to put it in the whole column. So if they click anywhere, because the column does have like a moving feature there. So if they click on the column, they're going to go to that as well. And now I'm updating that. Now I'll go back in and I'll also put these in the templates because this one, evangelism training course, is already in there as well. And you'll see if I click here, evangelism training course. And if I edit this button with the pencil icon, evangelism training course right there. So that's the end of this training. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for working on that. And there is actually one final thing that we need to do. So with that, and this is something I forgot at the very beginning, so we're just going to circle back around and we're going to make this a little bit smaller here because that's a little crazy now. And I'm going to go to, now that we have saved it, I'm going to exit back to the page that we were starting with, the backend page. And we're just going to add in the appropriate featured image. Okay, because this is something that will show up on Google. And what was this? How to share, what was this? What are we doing? Ministry Growth Bible Study. All right, so here we go. I think it's probably, what is this one? No, that's too big. 600 by 600. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to add that in. Okay, and now you'll notice, there we go. We've got that showing up in Google now. I'm going to update. And that is the end of this training. If you have any questions, you can post them in the comments. You're welcome to ask me as well. Thanks so much for everything you do. God bless. Neil, man, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Good. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, I don't have a lot of steam today. And I'm so sorry. I didn't even realize it's Good Friday. So why don't we just try to keep it short? Are you good with that?
Yeah, of course. That's fine.
Cool. All right. Yeah, I've been building stuff out on the side all day. At some point, I want to have you come into the site and clean up some conversion tracking on our end too.
Yeah, I can definitely do that. I'd like to do that one day because I've been looking at the GA4 stuff.
It's a little messy.
Yeah, and I'm gonna. I mean, my plan is to actually look at them one by one and take them off and delete the ones that are being used. And it's gonna bring in, I mean, it's also being captured by ClickNote, right? So if we imported the wrong conversion into the Google Ads account, it's gonna affect the readings on ClickNote. So we might present a data that's not correct to the customer. But
Okay.
right now, I haven't really seen it. I mean, I haven't really seen
You're talking about
anything
data
that's
from
not.
where? I'm not 100% understanding.
Yeah, because if I'm gonna, right now we're using Google Ads, right? And those are the ones that are reported in ClickNote, right?
For
The
which,
conversion
sorry,
column
for which
itself.
account?
Generally, like
In
in
the
general,
in the ClickMail ads account or in a client account?
in it's the ClickNote dashboard. I'm referring to the ClickNote dashboard.
Oh, do we have a dashboard in Agency Analytics?
No, yeah, like for every account, like for
Oh, you're
Homelani,
talking about client dashboards.
yeah, client dashboards.
Okay.
Yeah, all right. So, because those are the ones that are, I mean, those are being captured in Google Ads, right? So, I was thinking if we haven't really been importing the correct conversion in GA4, then it's highly likely that we may report incorrect data to the client. But I mean, I've been checking them. I've been checking them in. Fortunately, we haven't really been. I mean, everything is correct. Everything's so fine at the moment. It's just that I get worried sometimes that I mean there are Google Ads who has more than one conversions, which are reported from GA4,
Okay.
and it's not really working. So
Hmm.
I can actually take them off instead of like keep them there.
So is it like the conversions that I want tracking in those accounts are going to be the ones from Google Ads?
Yeah, yeah, that's right.
So yeah, if it's reporting random nonsense from GA4, then we can definitely take that out. I mean, unless they have an SEO plan, then we're going to want to report from GA4, but just to the SEO sort of part of that dashboard. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Okay.
So yeah,
Cool.
I'm gonna redo an audit like this week,
Okay.
1% per account, so that I can definitely see it.
Okay. Okay. Awesome.
Yep. Yeah, that's the plan for next week though. But yeah, I mean, if you have any additional tasks for me, I'm I'm okay,
Okay.
honestly.
Yeah, so what I man, that's kind of difficult because yeah, tell you what, give me 1 second. I'm just gonna say how I'm sorry, I got to get something in here. How to create course sales pages. Okay, there we go. And I need to just edit that, save and exit. I'm sorry, before I completely forget what I'm doing, I'm just grabbing a couple things here.
Yeah, go ahead.
There we go. This is how to create. Okay. Prompt. Okay, there we go. Update. Okay, cool. Yeah, I do want to continue to get you into the advertising accounts as well. And just so again, like I am fairly pressed for time trying to push into kind of some new areas with these courses. And, we've got like we're pushing up to 800 subscribers, free subscribers, and I'm working on solutions to why people haven't quite paid yet. Looks like maybe there's some kind of hiccup somewhere in the billing thing and all this other stuff. So I'm trying to resolve that, and you know, I am in the accounts and also not enough. So I do want you to be able to use spare time in those accounts. one of the other things to be aware of, the American Tent Company. So we lost that account, just so you're aware, and that is not a result of your work or mine. That is a result of well-intentioned but poor negotiating. You know, and a company that doesn't really know what's going on. So that American Tent Company, you know, if you're negotiating like Ryan was negotiating with them, they're a huge company. They're, you know, $6 million a year in sales. And so, you know, when you're a marketer and you're trying to get, you know, business, it's common that marketers or just anybody will be like, whatever you want, we'll do it because you're huge and, you know, yeah, pay me. But they fail to define their KPIs. So they don't know what they're held accountable for. And he asked, and I told him, like, you need to figure out what the key performance indicators they're holding you to. You need to get them to agree to it and you need to work the math with them so they know what it means. And even super basic stuff like, okay, yes, you're getting 85% of your sales off of calls. How much is your average call value? You know, they have no idea. They don't even know. So it's like, okay, well, we can't figure out how much to allocate to these types of things if we don't know what we can pay per call. And, you know, they don't even know. They're like, you figure it out. So we figured it out and told them. And then they said, yeah, we don't really like that. And then held them accountable to a bunch of other stuff. So anyway, and not only that, the time frame that he negotiated for was 90 days and he was hoping he could really get it. It's only been 60 and they've already cut the deal. So anyway, all of that to say, not you by any means. You did awesome. He really liked that dashboard. I think he's still wanting, is there a way? Oh yeah. So this is one thing, and this is going to be the last thing we do with that account. In that analytics account, are you able to go in and add a purchase tab as well in the custom report for American Tent?
Let me have a look.
Yeah, I don't know if it's possible. I don't know if it's like conflated and mixed in there with the shopping, with the e-com stuff, or if you can break out just the purchase. I told him I'd ask you.
Yeah, of course. I'll go ahead and try that now.
Cool.
There are a bunch of dimensions that aren't really compatible with each other.
Yeah.
Simply
I
because
told him what you said. I was like, I know Neil looked into multiple reporting platforms and, you know, I mean what they're asking Ryan is impossible, more or less, you know, and then what Ryan is asking us isn't, it's like you said, like there's just not a lot of options for that type of detailed reporting. So, you know, do what you can do.
Okay, so they wanted to see the purchases, right? As a part of what I didn't mention, or just a new report?
Sorry, say it again. No, same report. He just wants another little tab in that report for purchases.
All right, I'll go ahead and add another. Uh, and I'm thinking transaction. Yep, it's done.
Okay.
I
Awesome.
got it.
Good deal.
So
Um, Let me think. Yeah, I don't know. There's not really anything we need to do today. I do want you to get into some grant accounts. Um, but that's not urgent right now. Trying to think.
You know what?
Yeah.
Looking at the purchase, like the number of transactions for American Tent,
Hmm.
if I look at the data from March 1 to 29, there are 32,000 users who are not attributed to anything
On purchases.
on purchases. Yeah. So there are uh purchases which has transaction IDs and 32,000 or almost 33,000 of the total users who made purchases are not really attributed to anything. So something is
That's gotta be a bug in the data. There's no way they're selling 32,000
yeah,
tents.
yeah,
Hmm. Okay, I will make sure to tell him to look into that because that could be affecting their reporting as well. Um,
yeah.
okay.
So essentially, I mean, if they're a big company,
Hmm.
they haven't really been diving into their website that much. So the previous what could have happened here is that the previous marketing agency,
Okay.
they've been putting some tags, multiple tags in the
So got
website.
double reporting.
Yeah, they're just tracking something there that doesn't really make sense.
Okay.
I mean, I haven't really dived into the
It's fine. You don't need to just so long as we got that purchase reporting in there. I told them we'd do that, but it's like that the account's not our issue anymore. It's not even a big deal. So
okay.
thank you. I'll tell him that's in there and we'll just move on to other things. So yeah, one of the things I probably would like you to look into here. Screenshot. Um, can you see my screen here?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so one of the things that I'm working on, I mean, we've got 40,000 hits a month right now, and as long as we have the traffic, I would really love to be able to use it because, very, very small fraction of a percent of people convert and actually become marketing clients when you're talking, $1,000 a month and up for services. So we've been building out a course platform, which I know you're aware of. And so I rebuilt the homepage. And so we've got this guy going on here and all these buttons. So this is a free account. I would love to be able to track free account signups, like completed signups. I'm not exactly sure the best way to do that because it is a multi-step process where they have to authenticate through their email. And then we do have purchase subscriptions. So I'm not exactly sure how to track that either. Now, the way it works, and I'm going to open this in an incognito window here so you can see. Let me see. Okay, well, that's the back end of the course platform. Let's go over here. There we go. Okay, so when we come down, if I say get my free account, this is just a free account. You get a couple courses on this. And so they're just going to go through, fill out this information, and they're going to hit sign up. It's going to send them an email, and then they should just be able to get in. Okay, so that is the
Mhm.
free account. And then when we come over here, there we go. If we're going to pay, and these are two separate payment subscriptions, so we probably need, like baby plan and then the ultra plan or whatever we want to call it. Same basic sign up. And then they're going to go through either Stripe, which is the credit card, or PayPal, their call. Doesn't matter. Um, I don't know if we track the sign up button at the bottom of these. I don't know if that's a thing on the back end, and I'll show you what's happening on the back end. Let me get in the back here. There we go. Okay, so in the back end, memberships is here. No, that's not it. It's members. No, what is it? How do I track this? Okay, so I guess I'll show you a couple things because you'll probably know what to do better than me. We've got dashboard here.
Mhm.
And so we can view this is MemberPress. This is the course plugin within WordPress here.
Yep.
View more reports. We can come in here and now you'll see we've got some failed transactions. This one was actually me trying to test something. This one was someone who tried to run PayPal 5 times and it didn't go through. So that's something I would be interested to know if you can see what's happening or why there's somebody. We've had 1 or 2 other people in the past who said they can't pay. And so you can see we're getting 11 hits. We're getting 9 signups a day. Like we're getting a lot of people in the free program. We've got like 700 or moving to 750 or 800 now. But when they try to pay, it doesn't seem to go through. I do want to track it when it's successful. But I also am looking for like, why is it not working? If it's not working, maybe they just quit halfway and I don't know about it. Anyway, so this is one dashboard. Now in members, member press, and then we go to members. We've got, obviously it tracks all of these as well. So the, one complete, and it tells you the transaction was $0. How many logins they've had, yada, yada, yada. 29. Yeah, these people are actually getting logged in. Good. So I'm not really sure the best way to track it. Over here in the settings, you'll see that payments is integrated with Stripe when it loads. Any questions on any of this so far? I'm just kind of throwing information at you.
No, it's okay. Go ahead.
Okay. It's really going slow. There we go. Okay, payments. And you'll see here we're linked to Stripe. Here we're linked to PayPal. Presumably, I don't know, the API isn't really connected to PayPal, but it's got PayPal IPN URL, which I assume is ours. So I'm not exactly sure what that is, but I assume it's hooked up. It seemed like it took, I was trying to pay, but it seemed like it took me into the right place the other day. So, I don't know if we need to add a different payment method, but I typically use Stripe. But it looks like, yeah, that's all I've really got in here, PayPal and Stripe. So that's fine. I don't need anything else. I know Stripe's connected, right? Because I do have payments running through on Stripe. So I know that's how that's set up. I don't know what else to look at to help you know how to track these things as effectively as possible. Do we track it through Stripe? Like, I don't know.
All right. So what I understand from what you wanted to track is the failed transactions, right? The ones that have
No,
stopped.
I want to track free course signups, and then I want to track both of the paid course signup memberships. So when they successfully sign up.
All right. So both successfully and failed signups, right?
No, I don't want to track failed signups. I just want to know, as you're testing it and you're like implementing the conversion tracking code, if you can run through a couple test purchases to see if they go through for you. And if you run into problems, tell me what problems you're running into. Does that make sense?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
I just wanted to check with you. Does this have a confirmation in a transaction ID
Uh,
page and the transaction ID?
where do I find that?
With it's basically like a separate web page. So after entering your payment method, so it's gonna go through a Cylon, and then the last page would have been the thank you page, like thank you for paying, or thank
I
you for
don't think
joining.
we have a thank you page. It automatically redirects to, so like the account here. Okay. URL to direct members to after login. So when they log in, when they finish the sign up and pay, it's just automatically going to redirect them to the course page.
Okay.
And the reason is because I'm trying to cut steps out because, like it's, if I kick them back out to the home page after a thank you page, or I send them to a thank you page, that's then like, you can log in here. It's just another step they have to do. And the likelihood that they show up is even lower. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I don't know if that just totally kills it.
I'm thinking, because if we're gonna be tracking like the sign up button.
Well, that's the
All
thing.
right.
Like, it doesn't have to be the sign up button. Lead conversion tracking, WordPress code conversion pixels with MemberPress. All right, let's check that out. Maybe this is it.
I'll also go ahead and check with 1 second.
Yeah. Purchase event. What is this? Facebook, Google Ads, Pinterest, TikTok. What is this? Member press conversion tracking. Scroll down. Okay. Select the pixel you need. I don't need a pixel. That's not helpful. All right, let's look at this. MemberPress is a WordPress plugin. Yeah. Code snippets conversion pixels. Go to the dashboard to code snippets conversion pixels. Scroll to the e-commerce event tracking section. Enable the event to track, initiate checkout or purchase event.
Okay, so I'm thinking that if we're gonna be tracking like signups that direct to another homepage, somehow we need to.
It says right here, it's actually the purchase event. It says enable. So it says scroll to the e-commerce event tracking section, enable the events to track,
Mhm.
or purchase event here. Then initiate checkout events. Initiate checkout event tracks a user landing page. When a user lands on the membership registration page, while purchase event tracks successful membership purchases. I definitely want to track that. Users can also use Google Analytics to track member press conversions. For example, if they can set up goals in Google Analytics to track key conversions such as member signups. Users can also use other plugins. Okay. So it sounds like if we go to dashboard and then code snippet conversion pixel, let me just look at that real quick. You tell me if this doesn't look right to you. Where's dashboard? Really, up here? Dashboard and then what? That doesn't make sense. Dashboard, code snippets, and conversion pixels.
You might want to go to the MemberPress support site instead. Yep. Dashboard code snippets.
Yeah, this is weird. Dashboard of what? Dashboard of MemberPress? That must be it. Let me go back. It can't be the dashboard. It's got to be MemberPress and then something. There's no dashboard in MemberPress, though. Settings.
Yeah, let's try looking at settings because I think that one's for Facebook.
Yeah, that didn't make sense. I mean, there's got to be a way to track successful purchases through the tool. It would be really surprising if they didn't. There we go. Okay, so what do you want me to go to here?
1 second. Go to the marketing tab. Let's check the marketing tab.
Double disable global autoresponder opt-in box checked by default. Yes. Enable disable
On
integration.
the letter I for that, just to make sure. Yeah, because it's gonna tell us.
Use this option to set whether the opt-in checkbox shown at sign up should be checked or unchecked by default. When enabled, the checkbox will be checked by default. Yeah, well, I guess we'll undo that because I don't know what the opt-in box is. I assumed it was for
What
market.
about
Auto responder list. When this option is checked, a membership has its own autoresponder list set under its advanced tab. The global list you set on this page will be disabled on that membership page. The member will only be added to the membership list and not to this global list.
Yes, I was like, it's for marketing purposes.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not terribly worried about that right now. It's more about just tracking the conversions in here.
Okay, give me just a second. This is for MemberPress.
MemberPress, yes. I also have the BuddyPress integration as well. I don't think that's probably going to help you though.
Press.
Yeah, member press.
All right. Just give me a second.
Yeah, no problem.
So
You can
they have like, yeah, they have like several instructions going on here. Um,
you can just look at it this week too. Like you don't have to figure it out this second.
yeah.
Maybe,
So
yeah,
yeah,
maybe you can just look into that this week.
yeah. Okay, yeah. I'll go ahead and do that.
Okay.
Are you able? Yeah. I'm just gonna be putting this as a task.
Sweet.
Update. No. Set up. No. Um. Determine proper G4 G4 tracking you on member press for no software. Yeah.
All right. Got that.
Yep.
Cool. Um, yeah, sorry.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
The dog.
Yeah, I don't really have anything else in particular right now. What I need to do is I need to, maybe we'll do this next week, but I'll pull up all of the individual Google Ads accounts that, I want, and we'll just get into them. We'll define the KPIs so you know what to optimize for. And I just want to see your process so you can just kind of show me how you'd optimize an account just so I can see. And if there's anything specific, then I can just kind of tell you what I'd like.
Yeah, for optimizing accounts, I'm actually doing a lot of stuff. I'm also
In Google
expert.
Ads accounts,
Yeah.
in ClickMill accounts.
No, not in ClickMail accounts, in Google Ads, the main Google Ads UI. The Google
With
Ads environment, the user interface in Google Ads.
Oh yeah, no. So yeah, you work and you do a lot of account optimizations when you're working with Google Ads. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. So I know you can do it. I know. But I just figured as we hand off, I'm trying to work on clearly communicating tasks, especially that when they're with complicated stuff like Google Ads. So yeah,
Mhm.
I'll take you into ClickMill's MCC and start handing off accounts and giving you KPIs and just kind of seeing how you would optimize. Um, and just so long as we're on the same page, I'll just kind of start handing off accounts to you. But I'm really tired. I actually had some dental work done today, and I'm kind of pooped. So
All right.
yeah,
That's
man.
fine.
Um,
You can just put in ClickUp so that I would actually see.
yeah, let me do that. Let me do this. Client, ClickMail tasks, and I'm gonna add you in here, and I am just going to say research member press member press free and paid conversion tracking options. Okay. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I
Okay.
think I've, yeah.
I'm going to stick you on that. And then we'll review that on next Thursday when you're back in the car. Are you good to meet on Thursday of next week?
Oh, okay. Yeah. I forgot to tell you, my schedules have changed. We
Oh,
can
okay.
we can, we can meet earlier.
What time?
See, you're following Hawaiian time, right? One second.
Yep.
Hawaii time.
And I have a gap on Wednesday too, if that's easier for you.
I can do Wednesday. It's just that it's just that if I travel back from the office,
Yeah,
I
don't
can,
feel like you got to rush. Like find a place that works for you.
yeah. I mean that's all right, but I need to know what time. Cause
I have 9 a.m. Hawaiian to 11 a.m. Hawaiian on Wednesday, on Thursday, excuse me. Actually, it's
Thursday.
not even accurate. Give me 1 second. Let me get rid of this. I'm not doing this anymore.
Yeah. Also,
Yeah,
let me know if what time you're gonna be free on Wednesday.
I've got, let me think, 3 in a row there, 11. I have 11 o'clock in the morning Hawaiian time free on Wednesday. I
It's
don't
gonna
know.
be five in the morning for okay. I all right. I may not. This is a little bit hazy because I may not be available during that time because
That's okay.
yeah, I'm following European time zone, so I'm
Got it.
yeah.
Okay. I
It's a
have,
little earlier. Yeah, like 8 a.m. or
okay.
9 a.m.
I have a not, actually have I'm canceling this. Let me see. Delete this and this and following events. Okay. Send, delete this. Sorry, I'm just cleaning up a couple things since that account is done. I'm no longer in certain calls. Delete this and following. Okay. Okay. So I have as early as 8 a.m. on Thursday.
Yeah, I can do that.
8 a.m. to, we'll just reserve 2 hours, whether we use it or not. We'll just decide weekly. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, that's fine with me. I'm cool.
Okay. So there we go. I've got it changed, and you should be, yeah, Neil, you're invited into that. So you should have just gotten a meeting update to your email, and that is 8 a.m. on Thursdays. Okay.
8 a.m. on Thursday. Okay.
Okay. And we'll just plan that weekly. Is that okay?
Yeah, definitely.
Sweet. Okay. Well, perfect. That sounds great. And we will go from there.
Yeah. Oh, all right. So don't forget to update the ClickMill. And also I still haven't had a chance to I get access to the zip codes that I can use for the
Yeah.
cold out. I'm not really sure where they actually get the ones that they have. So
Oh, you just pick whichever one you want to go for. The list is open for anybody.
yeah. But where do I find it? I mean, how would I know that I'm searching the right? I don't have access to the spreadsheet.
Oh, you don't
If
have
you
No, you must have Hold on, let me see. I'm going to show you. So this is the spreadsheet right now.
Mhm.
And I'm going to come to share Neil at ClickMill. So you do have access. I'm going to give you the link right here. You're an editor. Only people
Yeah,
with access can open. Okay, so there's that. I'm going to post that in the chat for you. Make sure you copy that out of here before we leave. All right.
yeah. All
Um,
right.
so in regard to zip codes, I don't care where you start. You can see different people are really just kind of coming in here all over. Um, if you want to, you can just pick a state, doesn't really matter. Like, New York or whatever you want to do, it doesn't matter. So just say you want to come into North Carolina and here's your zip code. And then, 28207. And then if you come here and say 28207, Christian schools. Okay, it's going to pull up maps. We're going to pull up maps. Okay. And then what I would just request is within this area, you're just making sure you're looking through the group of them because some of the interns right now are just doing like one school per zip code. Like, no, I want to actually like exhaust each zip code. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
So you're just looking at website, pull all of them open, and then start going, okay, do we need to update, like become a knight? Who are you? How do I become a knight? Like, there's no headings. We have a very distracting video. There's lots of stuff in here that could be better. Pretty much the majority of websites are going to need some kind of conversion optimization. So it's going to be pretty easy to find stuff. Schedule your tour. That's actually fairly decent. Of course, they don't actually have a title. Why do I want to schedule a tour? But anyway, so conversion optimization in these things. And did you see kind of the trainings and the walkthroughs that I put on the back end there to train on how to communicate and what to, kind of fix on those websites?
yeah. I think I saw it. I bookmarked it.
Sweet. Okay, yeah, and you're welcome to go back to that. And if you want to send over that first one to me to have me look it over and I'll give you some feedback. I would just say generally, just be casual. Talk to them like you're their best friend. People are sick of marketing. And I know in the Philippines, they train like on formal communication, like, hello, this is Neil, and I am with clickmill.co, and we're a marketing
Yeah,
company that works. Nah, just be
yeah, very,
yourself, you know?
uh-huh.
Yeah, Sophie, Anne, another one of our team members over here, said her dog ran up to her and she started filming it over. And it's like, no, like people know you're a real person. They know you have a dog. Like, say, oh, hey, this is Snowy, came to say hi. All right. Anyway, let's get back to your website. Totally fine. Well, especially within the Christian audience, like they're very relational people. So they're gonna love knowing Snowy. That's gonna add value, not take away. So anyway, so that's all I got there. And if you want to film first one, send it over to me. I'll review it. I'll send back a video with some, small optimizations or whatever it is. And you can send over another one to me if you want, or if you're feeling really confident, and I'll just tell you, hey, this is great. You can just start sending them out, whatever you want to do. Okay.
All right, no worries.
All right. And one thing in that spreadsheet I would ask is it will say here. So just fill out the different things. But over here, it'll say when you sent it. So if you sent it, say sent, and then how long did it take you to find it? And then how long did it take you to film it? Okay. So you can see there's the finding it's pretty short. The filming it seems to be getting less and less as the skill is kind of getting a little bit more comfortable. So I do expect you to take a little bit longer on the front end to film it, but then, it should be like 10 or 15 minutes as you get more fluid, after you send your first batch of them, first few batches. Does that make sense?
Yeah, all right,
Cool.
where is this template located?
The template,
Yeah, this one.
this is the sheet. This is the sheet I just sent you a link to in the chat.
Okay, all right, so it's the same sheet. Yeah, okay, because
Yep.
I
It's
thought
all there.
the sheet is Anne. So
And wait, sorry, what?
at the bottom, the names of the sheet is Anne.
The name of the sheet at the bottom?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
Anne.
yeah.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna rename this. Yeah,
I got, I
this is just for everybody. Uh,
all right.
I'm gonna say all outreach, and Anne should be putting her name on these.
And that's fine.
Yeah, name of sent. Okay, so research time, film time.
All right, yeah, I can do it.
Cool. Okay. I'm gonna have Anne change sent with her name, so it'll say sent, and then it'll just say Anne. That way we know Anne sent it instead of it's just sent. But for you under sent, just say Neil. Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right. Cool.
Okay.
Thank
All
you.
right. Yeah, well, thank you so much for your time. And yeah, should I be sending the invoice today or?
Yeah, yeah. Send it over.
All right, thank you so much and have a good Friday.
Hey, you too. All
All right, bye-bye.
right. Bye.